Hello. So I picked up a new camera, and today we are going to go for a ride in the Mustang. So we're going for a ride in the Mustang today. I'm gonna do one where it's by the exhaust, so you can get that note. You guys can actually hear what it sounds like, and then we're gonna do a point of view. I'm gonna have the GoPro on my head, and you'll see what I see. So now we're doing the point of view drive. I do need to get some gas, actually. I need to get some gas pretty bad. Maybe we'll go do that, and then, oh, yeah. And I'll kind of give you guys a bit of like a rundown of like what this car has, what the previous owner added onto the car, and kind of a bit of my future plans for the car. I have done a few things off camera, but overall I kind of feel like I want to keep the car the way it is for now, in terms of, how would I say it, like power. I think the power is fine for what I'm doing right now, which is it's a daily driver, and yeah, I'll make YouTube videos with it. Plus adding power is kind of expensive, and I unfortunately I do not have an unlimited budget. So what the previous owner did to the car, what I'm aware of is he put, if you saw from the clip I just played with the exhaust note, he put a Roush exhaust on it. I'll need to look. I can't remember if I'm not sure if he added an X pipe or anything. But it's plenty loud, especially for a V6. I think it has a nice raspy sound, especially when you get up to around like the 2400, 2500 RPM range. It sounds so cool. I love it. He also put wider tires. I'm gonna assume it's a he. There are 255s in the front and 255s in the back. I really want to take it to a dyno to see how much it makes. I still haven't done that. He did also put 18-inch TSW wheels on it. It also has a K&N cold air intake. Let me think what else they added. So that's, I believe, oh yeah, it also has a Bama tune on it. That's what it says. Typically, when you sell a car or trade it in, I know you usually have to take the tune off, but this is kind of like a different dealer, so I'm not entirely sure if he took the tune off. Not entirely sure. But yeah, let's get some gas, and then I'll keep going through the car. Alrighty, so we are gassed up. Didn't get a full tank, but I got enough for this video. So we're just going for a bit of a drive today, nothing too crazy. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it's like to drive this thing. I think it's super fun to drive. But in terms of, so what I want to change on the car, The plan is next month I really want to put some lowering springs on it. I would really like to just get a bit of a more aggressive stance on the car, because it rides so high, and it feels like when I'm going over bumps and stuff like that. I live in Utah and they do construction all the time everywhere, so if I'm like going over bumps and stuff all the time, it's like feels really wobbly, and I don't like that feeling. I would really like a much stiffer spring. So I'm not going to do coilovers as much as I would like to do coilovers. I don't think that's best suited for daily driving, as well as my wallet. But right now, yeah, so we're just gonna do lowering springs is the plan next month, and it'll look so much better. We are getting onto the highway pretty soon, so maybe we can do a couple pulls, but usually there's quite a few cops on this road, but we'll see. This car sounds great, like I had said before. Within the next year, the plan is, as much as I do like this car, I really would love a V8, and the plan is I would like to sell this and then get a 2018 or newer GT with the V8, of course. Something's going on. Here's somebody's car. Somebody's got their radio on loud or something. Not sure what it is, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. If it's a radio, that's dang loud. But yeah, overall, I've had this car for, I think, almost 2 months now. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really fun to drive. Even the automatic, oh, they're on their phone. Just like, as much as I am enjoying this car, I really would love the GT with the V8. I wouldn't get it in manual because of the MT82 transmission and just like the issues that thing has. I've heard, especially on the 2018 when they added the 10-speed auto, that transmission is far better than the MT82 manual that's in those cars. And I also, a requirement I want is the digital dash, which is, I think, is just one of the coolest things on the 2018 or newer Mustangs. I just think it looks so dope. With the rev counter when you put it in Sport Plus, it just looks so cool. But yeah, with this car, I do like it. I think it's very enjoyable, especially for a daily driver. And in terms of like gas mileage and stuff, I mean, it's better than my previous car, which was a 2000 Nissan Maxima. This is like, even if I'm driving it pretty hard, I get about the same, which is about, if I'm driving it hard, it'll be probably around 300 to 320 miles a tank. If I'm driving it pretty conservatively, I'll probably get around 350 miles a tank, which is still, that's better than what I was getting previously. We got Mr. Speed Demon and his Impala coming up on our right. Get out of this F-150's way. Yeah, this car is really enjoyable to drive. The Roush exhaust, there is a bit of a drone at higher speeds, especially on like the freeway or the highway like we're doing right now. I did also recently find out that I can change the interior, the accent lights, so around the gauges and in the cup holders and on the doors. There is also a bit of a Mustang like logo. It just says Mustang on the door sill when you open the door, and I can change that so it lights up blue. I changed it so it lights up blue. It's so cool. Oh elbow here, and if not, we can do a bit of a pull onto this road. Of course, it's a red light, so gotta obey the law and stop. Doesn't look like there's anybody coming. Let's do a bit of a pull on here. Yeah, so it's quick, especially for a V6 Mustang. These 3.7 Cyclone engines, like they're not really a joke. They're not a joke. I know people give people crap, oh, you drive a V6 Mustang, but really, once they put the 3.7 in it, in 2011 and newer, it's definitely a much more serious machine. I wasn't gonna get an older V6 because it just, those things are like, they're bad. Like I'm not afraid to say it, like it's bad. They're bad. But yeah, with these V6s after 2011, they're really good. Of course, they don't make the V6 anymore. Unfortunately, now it's just the EcoBoost, and the 2 is I think it's a, I don't know. It's a 4-cylinder. I think it's it's the same one in the Focus RS, I believe, which makes like 310 horsepower, which is respectable. It's a good amount of horsepower. That's more than this made, 10 more. But I don't know. It's just hard to respect it when it's a 4-cylinder, like in a Mustang. I can respect a V6, but in like a 4-cylinder, that's just like, nah. I'm sure it drives well. I'm sure it's good, but like, no. But I was actually having the discussion with my friend that the way that the newer GTs drive, or the amount of horsepower they're making, I should say, the amount of power they're making on paper, those are like early 2000s, like late 90s supercar numbers. It's crazy how different, like a pony car like a Mustang is getting supercar numbers from the late 90s and early 2000s. It's just crazy to me that that's happening now. Like with a stock Mustang GT, it makes 460 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, it's crazy. Look at a little Camaro right there. So, in terms of, oh, nice. Like, the next car on this channel will most likely be another Mustang, but it'll be a GT, and by then I'll be able to afford a bit more, so I'll be able to do more mods, maybe do a bit more of my own work on the car. I just know the next car on the channel is gonna have a V8. That's what I can guarantee, is the next car on the channel is gonna have a V8. So yeah. Look at this little bump right here. Ooh. Yeah, and like when I hit that bump, I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if it went through on the video, but it was just, woo. It wasn't like it felt like I for lack of a better term, I jiggled. My car jiggled a little bit when I went over that bump, and I don't like that. It feels unstable. It just doesn't feel right for a car like this. Like, no, it just doesn't feel right. I can't wait to get those lowering springs on next month. I will definitely make a video about that. I'm not sure if the people who are going to be doing the install would allow me to video some of that process. I'll definitely ask them, but yeah, that's the next thing I'm gonna do with the car. I did also, I will show later in the video, I did take the side louvers off the quarter windows, and it looks, in my opinion, because they were degrading a lot, it looks so much better. Like, it just looks way, way, way better than it did before. I would like to get some body colored ones, like the grabber blue, like that goes on the car. I'm still trying to debate about that, though. I do need to get a smaller antenna for the side, though. Let's take this road. Or was it the next one? It was the next one. My bad. Well, we're going this way. Now this car is so fun. I love it. And I have taken it on a couple road trips. I previously used to live in southern Utah. I now live in northern Utah, more even when it's a bit colder. Definitely not in the snow. I can give you a bit of an experience of what this thing was like to drive in the snow. So we tried to take this thing in the snow. First snowfall here up in northern Utah. Well, not the first one, but anyways. We tried to back it out of the driveway. The second we get it out of the driveway, like, it just a wheel spin. Nothing but wheel spin. We were eventually able to get it back into the driveway, but it was a chore, to say the least. A nice looking Subi right there. Yeah, that was an eventful day. But yeah, no, this thing, unless I'm able to get winter tires and I can somehow magically afford winter tires, then I will not be taking this out in the snow. But I have highly enjoyed this car. The compliments I get the most are on the color, the grabber blue, which I love it. It's so pretty. Unfortunately, on the, I believe, from the S550 lineup, or from the S550 year so far, they only offered it on the 2017 models, to my knowledge. I know they have the Velocity blue color, but Velocity blue is like a bit darker. It's not as bright as the grabber blue. All right, what's this guy doing? So, yeah, I mean, in terms of like the next Mustang on the channel, or the next V8 car on the channel, I'm not sure what color I want. I was thinking maybe red. I do love a red car, like a bright red though. I'm not getting some dinky maroon or anything like that. There was someone I dated a little while back, and her friend, she had it was an 03, I believe, an 03? Yeah, an 03 GT, and it was a convertible, and it was like a maroon, and it just looked bad. Like, I'm not afraid to say that. I know this is going out on the internet. If she sees this video, hi Amara, hi Shayna, that'd be awkward, but no, I'm not afraid to say it did not look very good, and it had like the tan interior, looked like peanut butter on the inside. Ugh, gross. And she always made fun of me because I had the V6, and I was like, well, I mean, you know, like, try being a drag race. I'm pretty sure, I believe hers was, you know, I don't know if she ever told me, but but I can assure you mine sounded better. Not afraid to say that. Got a little bit of an underpass here. dope. Now this thing's so fun. Road closed. I thought it said reduced speed. I mean, it is kind of, because I was going 40, but whoa, let's do a bit of a turnaround here. No parking. No parking. Well, good thing I'm not parking, huh? So we're gonna do a bit of a stop here. Traction control off. Then 3, 2, 1, go. That was a 0 to 60 run. I haven't timed it yet, but it's very, very fast. Whoa, from 0 to 60. To get a little bit of wheel spin. Nothing insane. Just a little bit. These tires, though. Man, I can't wait to drive this thing in the summer. They're way grippy. They are Nitto G2s, I believe that's what they were called. Yeah, and they're great. They grip really well, and they look really good with the TSW wheels as well. Oh man, got those beautiful Utah sunsets. I will say though, the sunsets in southern Utah will never beat these sunsets. Well, these sunsets up here will never beat the sunsets in southern Utah. The southern Utah sunsets are phenomenal. They are beautiful. Like, I'm not sure if you'd ever see a better sunset than a southern Utah sunset. If you want to fight me, then fight me, but yeah, so that's a bit of a point of view drive. We are going to get back to my house pretty soon, so I am going to pause the recording, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know if you like this style of video, the point of view drive. You like and comment, and make sure to subscribe. And you guys have a fantastic day and a fantastic night. Bye bye.